weeks' time. To measure that up, will it be quite awkward? I can imagine it will be, if I'm being bluntly honest. And they don't make too many changes to the side this afternoon. Can be assured that if they win, if they do their job in the next 2 weeks, they will be at least finding themselves in the Europa League places, with Conference League places, apologies, and who knows, winning the Europa League, Champions League places. That'll of course just bump an extra place down, so maybe even Frankfurt and Augsburg are thinking maybe you could do us a favour by winning that competition and we'll get some European places. Who knows? We're not too far away from kick-off, only a few minutes away. The teams are just about to make their way on to the field at the Volkspark Stadion. And they're looking at the two teams. Well, HSV, they make two changes from a big win against Frankfurt. Out goes Torunriga and Glatzel. In comes Vuskovic and Stanier. Whereas Freiburg, it's similar. Two changes from the 3-1 win on Thursday evening against Braga. Leonhardt and Hoffler come out. Ogbus and Holler come in to the lineup. For the host, it's Daniel Fernandez in goal. A back three of Nicolas Capaldo, Luka Vuskovic and Mohamed Omari, with Bakary Yatta and Albert Grombach as the wing-backs on the right and left, with a duo in midfield of Albert Sambi Lokonga and Nikolai Aremberg, and a forward three of Fabio Vieira, Otto Stange and Ransford Koenigs Doffer for the host. Whereas Freiburg, Noah Atubolo is in goal. It's back three of Philip Treyu, Matthias Ginter, Bruno Ogbus and Lucas Kubler, with Maximilian Eggestein joined by Johan Manzambi in the middle. And it's Jan Nicholas Beste, Lucas Holler and Vincenzo Griffo supporting Igor Matanovic for Julian Schuster's side. Referee for all the action this afternoon is Felix Weyer. Both these teams usually mean a good amount of goals. We do look at the little bit of recent history between the two sides. Well, Freiburg have won 5 out of their last 5, including a 2-1 home win in the reverse fixture. But the other side have kept a clean sheet in the last 5, and that means 7 as well for Freiburg. Over 2.5 goals has happened in 5 out of the last 5. Both teams to score has happened in 5 out of the last 5. And then we'll look at just the terms of the team streaks and how they are doing and how they are adapting to it. No clean sheet in 12 for HSV, no clean sheet in 7 for Freiburg. Both teams to score in 7 of the last 8 for HSV and 6 of the last 7 for Freiburg. We are just underway, so if you are joining us, it is a warm welcome to English audio commentary coverage. All the action from the penultimate day in the Bundesliga as Hamburger SV, HSV better known as, host Freiburg, the Europa League finalists. I'm sure maybe even Aston Villa, who are currently playing in the English Premier League, might have a little bit of an eye on this one as well. It'll be interesting to see where we go from here for the rest of this season. As I say, HSV, baby, I don't think it is just pride on the line. You're a professional footballer. You want to perform at every single opportunity you do get, but perhaps there is a little bit more on the line. We are underway though. As I say, if you are joining us, warm welcome to all of this English audio commentary coverage. Freiburg do just have it at the back for the moment. Long ball forward, and it's just the intercept, and as soon as they do, they go long right into the middle of the field. Intercepted by Eggestein, switches a lovely ball out to Beste on the right hand side, drives into the penalty area, ball across the face of goal, nodded away, powerful header from Vuskovic at the back, the young defender, out for the first set piece of the afternoon. Good play down the right hand side by Beste, good ball in as well. Matanovic was there, but the defender just in front of him and nods it away. In this first half, HSV are going from right to left in the usual blue, white and red navy jerseys, if you will. Freiburg going left, right in the all black with a hint of silver. It's an in-swinging corner, headed away by Capaldo. It's a nice header away as well. Only as far in the middle though as Manzambi. It's a bit of head tennis in the middle. Stangier wins it. Nice ball over the top. Will it be intercepted? No, it won't. Here come HSV. Freiburg give them credit. That's going to be an early foul there. Yes, it is. Eggestein just trying to win the ball. They're just a tad late there, unfortunately. He's the midfielder, and he brings down his man, Fabio Vieira. The free kick for HSV. I don't think they're going to pump a ball into the box here, but they might go short. I think they're trying to work something out in terms of where they're going to go. Of course, Vieira is on loan from Arsenal. Former Porto man, went back on loan to Porto after a stint at the Emirates, and straight going back to the Emirates, straight here to Germany he goes. Left hand side, nice ball to Conga, reverse blind pass, looking for Doffer. It's just a little bit overhit and a little bit off not on the same wavelength there as well, but it was a good idea. Also, Grombach was there as well, so opportunity. Ball now just bowled out by Atubolo. Trying to play out from the back half. Freiburg do have that certain way of playing the Julian Schuster's side. Downside, it's a poor pass in the middle. Stanley nearly gets there, but and then it makes it to Holler. He plays a lovely ball out to Bestie on the right hand side, and this is where that risk versus reward comes into play. He wants to cut inside on his left boot. He does. Ball into the box, nodded away by Amari. Only as far as Treyu on the right hand side. Back to Bestie, curling ball into the box. He's nodded away once again. HSV defending the box incredibly well. They clear it away to Vieira on the ball. Tries to twist and turn, but he's intercepted there by Eggestein. As soon as he intercepts, it's a heavy touch. As soon as he tries to win it, the Freiburg midfielder, and Grombach gets it at his feet. The left wing back looking for options. Wide on the left hand side. Back to Remberg. Goods on the ball and looking for options. Back he goes to Amari. And back to the goalkeeper, Fernandez. Will go in the end. Just about 4.5 minutes played here at the Volk Park Stadion. Ball over the top from Fernandez, looking for the run of Dange. Instead it's a heavy touch from the forward, Matanovic. Lovely quick feet there. He's taken down. No, Remberg comes away with the ball. Nice pass to the left hand side. That's a late tackle there. Just a little bit clumsy, I'd have to say, that time from Kubler. Julian Schuster's not happy with that. Fabio Vieira once again, the man who's been taken down. So just 5 minutes has ticked over now, and took down. He's had a bit of a kicking so far. Vuskovic is the man over the free kick. It's just about 5 yards into the Freiburg half. Lakonga looking for a 1-2. We've gone by Tim McDonagh and into the feet of Atubolu. Waits for a striker to come towards him in Königsdorfer, and he clears his lines away. Nice pass, Manzambi. He's been electric this season. A lot of hype around him coming into this weekend after his great goal and performance in the midweek clash against Braga. Left hand side, swings the ball into the box. A little bit too much on it that time. An easy catch for the HSV keeper Fernandez, who bowls it out. So Capaldo is forced to go back to his keeper. Good pressing from Freiburg. Now Imari picks it up and he's going to drive a little bit. And the Conga drops deep. At the moment, Remberg and the Conga, two of the furthest players, two of the deepest players. The Conga looks to switch the player from left to right. Well intercepted though by Kubler. They want a handball to HSV. I think they'll definitely have to shoulder. Bestie dropping deep. Looks for a first time reverse pass into the feet of Holler. That time not enough on it. Intercepted well. Capaldo has it. To the feet of Vuskovic. He looks to spread the play to the right hand side. It's a good ball. Execution's not bad either. Force is a little bit wide there in Stangier. Back to Fabio Vieira. Remberg for that quick passing, trying to get the tempo heightened maybe in the early stages of this game. Bit of head tennis at the moment. No one can bring it down. And Zambi, is he brought down illegally? Yes, says the referee. So free kick going the way of Freiburg. So speaking up on Zambi, he's one of the highlights of Freiburg over the last couple of months and weeks. With hype coming into this game, as I said, it's been a great goal against Braga. I'm sure all but one of his goals this season have come from outside the area, I was told. So it does like a screamer, does the Freiburg midfielder. Freiburg just with some slow, controlled possession in their half. Manzambi dropping between the two centre-backs, gets the ball and takes a heavy first touch and is forced into a long pass looking for Matanovic. Nothing comes of it and goes right to the goalkeeper, Fernandez, who has the ball, and he's going to spray one to the right-hand side again. With HSV playing with wing-backs, you think could they take advantage of that? Could they use the width to their advantage, or could Freiburg get in behind those wing-backs and use it to their advantage? We'll have to wait and see. Nice headed pass into Eggestein. Still on the ball. The feet of Ogbus. Kubler. For passing options. Also HSV not pressing as intently as Freiburg are off the ball. Also when it's around the goalkeeper, they don't want to hassle and hurry him, but apart from that, they're quite happy to sit a little bit deeper, maybe just pick their moments a bit more decisively, not too sure. Freiburg, Eggestein, Manzambi, back to his midfield partner, ball over the top, looking for the run. But Matanovic, too much on it. Nearly a mistake at the back as well, watching a replay from just a few moments ago. Nearly a handball there. Has to be said, but I believe that was Ginte. It might have been Treyu, actually. Apologies. Nothing comes of it. So that'll be a whole load of nothing, unfortunately. Omari on the ball now for HSV. Looking for options. Both the wing backs really wide. If anything, centrally, Freiburg definitely have more numbers, but the more they go wide, the HSV, the more wider defensively Freiburg will have to be. Lovely progressing over the ball there from Omari. Just dropped his defender, but then does that, goes past his man and slows it down, so it's a little bit easy for Freiburg to defend at the moment. Twos at the back. There's Remberg. Shot back to his goalkeeper. And just over 10 minutes played, still goal, still waiting for our first chance. This might be one. No, too much on it. Looking for the run of Fabio Vieira there was Fernandez. Just too much on it. Always going to trickle away from him. And Atu Bolu comes out. Calmly claims it. Nice and easy for him. That's Freiburg's opportunity. In on the ball. And Zambi's gone down. And I believe he's grabbed the ball as he's gone down. Watch a replay. The referee's giving the free kick for HSV. Yes, as soon as he's gone down, he's grabbed the ball as if he thinks it's a foul. The referee says no, it wasn't a foul. You then handballed it, just thinking that. Play to the whistle. That's what you got to do. He didn't do that. And now there's a dangerous free kick here for HSV, for Freiburg to have to defend. Over it is Fabio Vieira. He was quite creative in his Arsenal days as a set-piece taker. So Grombeck to his left, instead he floats one, curls one into the back post, heads go up, punched away by the keeper on his far. Corner though coming up after that pop punch. He almost punched it straight up in the air there. Very awkward from Atu Bolu. And now the referee this afternoon is Felix Dwyer, the German official. And he's given the corner. No, he's not giving the corner. Apologies for this delay. So now a free kick's coming up. I believe that the referee had given the corner and the linesman has almost said no, it should be a foul on the goalkeeper. So that's what they are giving. And nevertheless, it will be Atu Bolu to boot it long. Put it on by Matanovic. Straight into the arms of HSV's goalkeeper in Fernandez. And he looks to go long. So, in the last 60 seconds, maybe less, we've gone from goalkeeper to goalkeeper 3 times now. So, I will say at the Volt Park Stadion, you feel a bit of tension as well. I think it's one of them as well, as I said earlier, for HSV. Not too much to play for, if anything. Maybe just trying to say, look, we've been a side that are in the Europa League final, a little bit on the line in terms of their league positioning. Can't go anywhere of real note. They can't go into those European places. I know you want to put on a show last game of the home season for HSV. And they've played a nice ball out to the left here for Dorfer. Back into Lakonga. Up to the left. 1-on-1. Ball into the box, deflected away, falls back post! And HSV have the lead. Bakary Yatta is there to tap it home. He got in front of the fullback, Kubler. Great positioning from the wing back to find space. Taps it home. He's stretching to get there to a degree, but it's great positioning from Yatta down the left-hand side. Some great play, it has to be said. On the left-hand side, Königsdorfer put it in. It's a terrible deflection away from Ogbus. Just looking, is everyone on side? Yes, they are. And just Grombeck pokes it, looking for Otto Stange, and no one is marking Yatta because he's got in front of his man. So it's a tapping really at the back six. I spoke about the wing backs. Could they come into play if you can play well with wing backs? It's a great formation. Sometimes people get caught out with it defensively, or they don't really attack with it as well as it could be. That's a perfect example because he's basically playing as a winger there, but he's a wing back and he's overloading one side. It's almost, I can imagine Kuble, Ogbus, Manzambi, a whole collection is going, whose man is that? It's not really anyone's, is it? To a degree, it might be Griffo's, if you will, on the left-hand sides for Freiburg. So it's a very interesting one. Very creative, poached instinct of a goal from Yatta, has to be said. Now here comes Freiburg down the right-hand side. Ball comes in. And it's not in the back of the net by Matanovic. Wasn't a mistake at the back there, just a ball whipped in. And what a response for Freiburg. Less than 60 seconds. HSV had the lead. I said there were goals in this game. I said that each side in their streaks together. And just their form on the right-hand side. Lovely ball put in by Kubler. And Matanovic, what a strike. Takes deflection off the defender, pops up nicely for him. I think the goalkeeper, Fernandez, just can't see where it's coming. He goes for his leg as well, actually. Thought there might have been a mistake there, but here you go, Matanovic will not care one bit. What a finish, what a response from Freiburg to going down. Straight on the volley, it's a lovely finish. Officially, we'll look at the times of HSV's goal. Yatta in the 14th minute, Matanovic in the 16th minute. I'd say it's closer to 90 seconds. But what a start to this game. Yatta, 27-year-old a Gambia wing-back, only his second goal of the season, first in the league as well. It's been over 230 times for HSV. As Matanovic, the 23-year-old Croatian, grabbing his 13th goal in all comps, 9th in the league. And I think maybe both teams go, whoa, hold on, let's just maybe calm things down. As now they do slow it down. Kubler on the right, back to Ginter on Bus. Looking for passing options into Krayut. Goes to back to Ogbus, so very wide. I said the very wide were HSV with the wing backs. Very wide at Freiburg. That's a poor pass from Ginter out to the right hand side for Beste. Then it goes out of play for a throw in front, taken quickly. Amar, really a poor pass there from Amar and Matanovic. Trying to just sniff out the positions. Mistakes. He's pressing and hiding down, hounding down Vuskovic, but he plays a lovely ball to the left-hand side. Collins at Dorfer picks it up, drives into the penalty. Great defending from Beste, and he wins a free kick, and he had to win that free kick there because he nearly had the ball taken away from him. So free kick basically just inside the penalty area on the right-hand side for Freiburg. To Bolo to take, so as I said, a bit of streaks coming into this. No clean sheet in 12, make that 13 for HSV. No clean sheet in 7, make that 8 for Freiburg. Both teams to score 7 out of 8. Made that 8 out of the last 9, 6 out of the last 7 for Freiburg. That's 7 of the last 8 between the two sides, at least in terms of the form that they are on. And Hamburg have won one of the last 8 home meetings versus Freiburg. Sit 12, but ranked 17th in the XG table, overperforming. They'll be happy with that. And they're happy that they've got the ball back. Vuskovic, Fernandez. Himself an incredible amount of pressure there. Greatest ball lever, but it's won well by Remberg in the middle. He's going to drive forward, he's taken down, referee's going to play advantage. Fabio Silva, the man driving forward, goes for a bobbling strike off the side of the post. Kept in play by Yatta on the right-hand side. Play back to Capaldo. Ball into the boxes, cleared away. Can the goalkeeper get there? Too sure. As I say, bobbling, it's bobbling all the best ways because it bounces twice from the Portuguese midfielder. Oh, sweet strike. And it is one of them, he puts his hands in the air, he can't believe it. Big chance, and it goes wide for another goal kick for Freiburg. 20 minutes on the clock. We're approaching, just seconds away from it. Just over 20 minutes played now. It is HSV 1. Freiburg 1. Ball into the middle. Nice touch there from Stange. Well, he's taken down there as well. It's a heavy touch, but taken down there. I won't say that was Kubler. Yes, it was. And he'll pick up the first yellow card as well of the afternoon. A free kick about halfway into the Freiburg half. Once again, as I'm going to suspect as usual, Fabio Vieira is on set-piece duty. Plays it out to the left-hand side to Grombeck. One-on-one with Beste. Can he find some space? Back to the edge of the area for Vieira. His shot is blocked. Go all the way back to Amari. Left-hand side, ball forward. Poked forward, but it's defended well. Zambi has it. Continues to drive forward. Plays a poor pass out to his left-hand side and easily intercepted. Yatta, goal scorer, but up and down that right-hand side is a real engine on him. Got to be his wing-back, but then he's also got the quality to show. Great play from Fabio Vieira there. You thought it was brought down. I thought it was brought down. Referee has a better view than I do, so I don't want to criticise him, of course. So Freiburg will get the ball back. To the keeper. Press down there, he's going to play it long to the goal scorer of Freiburg, so Matanovic. Plays it short to Amari. Lovely feet from Lakonga. First time pass from Vieira to Grombeck, back to Vieira. Goalkeeper Fernandez is way outside his area, giving a passing option, yes, but well read by Freiburg there. They almost just cut that passing lane off, and they were successful in winning the ball back, it has to be said. It's a poor pass to Remberg, he makes it work, and he goes back to the goalkeeper. Risky business, so from Hamburg. Nice pass into the Congo, and he turns his man well. Now they might down the right hand side, ball over the top. Yes, he is. He's so well defended though, and Ginter comes over to just clear his lines. Back to Kublet. Nice touch up top there, and he wants a free kick. He does. And Zambi, I don't think he's going to get a card. I think that's what he's asking for. He's asking for something. There was an advantage given. He almost said, no, I want to pull that one back. Again, we've got a very exciting 90 seconds or so of the two goals, but it's been a bit of a drop-off. Ginter floats one into Matanovic. His header looking for the left-hand side, and Griffer, who barely has mentioned the Italian winger. Vuskovic back to the goalkeeper, Fernandez. Can't say it's on a walking pace because he's got his boots on the ball. Down side. Building it up. Throwing for Freiburg, very close to the corner flag on the right hand side for the yellow carded Kubler to take. He's supposed to go back to Ginter. His goalkeeper is an option, and they will go long this time. Heads go up. There's one in the middle, Manzambi first time pass out to the left hand side to Griffo. He loses it immediately, and here come HSV with the quick feet of Stanjit. Poor ball into the box, has to be said. And coming away with it now is Eggestein. Ball forward, look for Manzambi. Great tackle from behind by Capaldo. Our pitch is showing a bit of a problem for Luka Vuskovic. He's trying to stretch out his right ankle there. He's on the ball now, but let's it roll back to his goalkeeper. Trying to stretch out that right ankle he was, and not really walking with a lot of force on it. Quite far from the centre of the field inside the HSV half. On the ball is Capaldo. Cleared away. He's very frantic in the middle. Neither team get a hold of the ball in the middle, but that's a nice pass from Remberg to the right hand side to Jata. 1-on-1 with Treyu. Great tackle from play for a throw, so that doesn't last long. More unfortunately. But Freiburg do win it back again. Just over 25 minutes played. If you are joining us, warm welcome. English audio commentary for the action from the penultimate weekend in the Bundesliga. It's HSV hosting Freiburg, and thanks to a strike at the back post from Bakary Jata, HSV took the lead, but took less than 2 minutes. I'd say closer to 90 seconds for a ball on the right hand side to be swung in and finished off by Matanovic. So almost back to square one. Getting in the middle of the field, very frantic. Heavy touch. Eggestein will come away with it. Out to the right. Yatta. Coming a little bit too deep sometimes are Rekonga and Remberg, but that does give the opportunity for the wing backs to really push up high and try and find a space ball over the top. Dealt with well by Ginter. Clear it, yes he is. Again, HSV not really pressing high when it's in their side of the pitch, but when it's with Freiburg, they are pressing really heavy. Be the real nuisance for the visitors. They've won the ball, Jata. That's a poor pass picked up in the middle by Manzambi. Zombie losing it though, and Amari picks it up. That back three is working well for HSV. Has to be said, one drops a little bit deeper, the other two go a bit wider. Back to the goalkeeper Fernandez for the moment. Looking at the stats so far in the game as HSV do just have the ball halfway into their own half. At possession, just a shade under 60% for HSV. Has passed into Vieira, but his pass is poor into Jatic. It's a round of applause. Vieira knows himself it was a bad pass and it was under hit. He'll know he needs to do much better. One shot on target for Freiburg. There's 4 shots, 1 on target for the hosts. Long ball forward. Maris scampering back to win the ball. And again, there's just a very low tempo to this game. But I can understand as well, back end of the season, neither team have too much to play for. Freiburg, I can imagine where their heads at, making into a final. Can't get Champions League, can't get Europa League football where you currently are. So if you want to risk it, back a replay from a few minutes ago. The strike coming in. Me, I'm having a look at apologies. Went straight off my screen as soon as I was trying to get a quick replay of it. Free kick opportunity here on the stroke of the half-hour mark. Fabio Vieira to take. It's on the left-hand side, so it'll be that kind of in-swinging delivery. Got the three big centre-backs up. Will be able to put it, he puts it in, heads go up, it's on target, but easily dealt with by Atu Bolu. There's going to be a pause in play though. The HSV defender's gone down. Looks like he might have caught maybe an elbow, a back of the head. Looks very, very sore, I have to say. It's a poor, fortunate collision. Capaldo's would have been left on the deck. And the minutes are going to come over. So in this pause, we play just over half an hour in. I send a warm welcome to anyone joining in. English audio commentary gives a chance to watch the goals as well. Hopefully play down the left-hand side. It was for the first goal for the hosts. And they just couldn't deal with Yatta at the back post. He was found calmly and coolly. Set up his first goal of the afternoon. Who knows where we could go from here. And then Matanovic. Officially, inside 2 minutes, I'd say closer to 90 seconds it will. But, so you're not missing anything if you are just joining in. It is HSV 1, Freiburg 1. Current head injury to Nicolas Capaldo. Nothing too serious, I do hope. So he will be able to continue. But both teams are just having a few words. He's back sat up now, so taking on some liquids. I can imagine as well that maybe both managers will say, look, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's a bit of a mini huddle, mini bit of fresh ideas, I'm not too sure. Freiburg look ready to get back underway. All eyes on the cameras on the goal scorer, Igor Matanovic. Just making his way off the field now is Capaldo, so won't be too long away. We'll be able the ball at the hands or at the feet, as it is, taken quickly by Atu Bolu. It's out to Ginter. Ginter at walking pace right now. Studs on the ball. Looking for his options. Van Zambia dropping deep. Both of the fielders trying to drop deep on the can, make a back free throw, and the other one just sits a little bit more in front. to the goalkeeper they go. Nice pass into Bestia on the right hand side. Oh, can he reach there? He's stretching to get it. Yes, he can. Goes back though to Kubler. Swings one into the box. It's behind everyone. Not a bad idea. Execution was poor though. Great tackle at the back there. And now forward to. Not too much on it. Out of play. See pictures of Yaffa. He's had a great game, as I say. Been able to up and down the flank so far. You always know what you're getting from him as well. Very constant player. It's always a bonus to be able to have. Ball forward. Nodded down by Stange. It's intercepted though. And now back to the goalkeeper. Back to Boller, who will go long this time. Amari. Speed of Lekong back to the goalkeeper Fernandez. Again, very, very tepid at the moment. Neither team want to give an inch or make a mistake, especially very early on. It's not what you want to really be doing. Fernandez sets the ball for about the 10 seconds with his studs on it. Now he just clear along to the left hand side. And trying to just occupy those spaces and push Freiburg around. Good hold up play by Matanovic. Still has the ball. Schumacher. Throws it to Kubler. The ball is up long to Matanovic, but it's headed away by Vuskovic, only as far as an opposite player. Strike comes in from well outside the area there from Lucas Holler. And a play for a goal kick for HSV. And go short. Pinned by Remberg. Left hand side, ball comes in, it's cleared away. Only as far as Grombeck. Strike is then blocked once again. Freiburg are doing well to block a lot of these attempts. It only takes one, doesn't it? Maybe one fall into the right person and not too short. Remberg swings it to the right hand side, looking for Capaldo. Back to Vuskovic. Dropping in between is Lekonga, being pressed down by Hauler, and goes back to his keeper. I say goes back to his goalkeeper Fernandez, who is at the moment very, very much halfway into the Freiburg half. At the moment, Vuskovic made a circle around the goalkeeper, so he was actually further back than his goalkeeper. Poor pass picked up on by Manzambi. He goes back though to the goalkeeper regardless. Nice ball into Eggestein. There's a bit of space open up for him here. Back to the Conga. Left hand side for Treyu. Manzambi. Back to Treyu. Still 1-2s. Pressing it down there is Daniel Silva. So come away with it though. Manzambi, just a nice turn of the shoulder. Pull of the shirt as well. Actually didn't see that on the live feed. Thought it was a shoulder on his neck. Back to live pictures. Ball forward. Nodded away by Capaldo. Only as far as a throw-in though for HSV. Will they go for a long routine? We'll have to wait and see. They are back in the box, so I can imagine whether they go short or whether they do go long. Manzambi. It's a flat throw. Headed away by Vuskovic, and Jata puts his laces through it to clear it well away. There's no one in a HSV jersey, even on the halfway line, so Ogbus will bring it down. Happy to see that. Griffo. Yeah, he's been really quiet in his first half as the Italian skipper for Freiburg. Not really creating anything. Kubler. Swings it to Treyu. Hamburger has just been sitting really deep at the moment. Back to Treyu, who will swing a ball into the box. Heads go up. Eggestein nods it down. Strike will be dragged wide. Matanovic once again. He's already scored once from a volley. That time he just nodded down. Takes a touch off his chest. It's a bit of a snapshot, and he does slice it a little bit wide. Probably dragged it at first. So it's more of a slice. He doesn't connect with it well. I do think if it was on target, Vuskovic would have been there to block it away. Really good sequence, from Freiburg. Ball into the feet of Lekonga, who tries to first time reverse pass go long. Amari. Vuskovic, who's actually now on the right hand side of the back three, with Amari centrally and Capaldo on the left. Even at times, Fabio Vieira dropping in almost as an auxiliary centre back. That's a nice ball though, and here they come with Stange. Great tackle from behind there by Freiburg. If anything, he was driving forward with not really a real clue. No one shouting man on or helping him out there. So Freiburg have it, and that will be a... Oh, it will. Trying to drive back there was Manzambi, trying to get the ball go back forward. Watching this Stange picks it up. It's just a leg then from Lucas Holler. And the HSV man doesn't get a shout or anything like that. He does dilly-dally on the ball a little bit. A good tackle in the end from the Freiburg and Matt Kubler. Manzambi. Beste. Holler. Now, driving forward Manzambi. There's a bit of space. He's got a ball into the box. He's stretching for that one. It's easily intercepted. Now coming forward. Surging forward is Remberg. Is he taking a clip of the heels? Maybe it says referee, but that's a poor pass from Capaldo looking for Jata. Already out of play before even... That's poor as that. We need to pick it up. Both teams need to pick up a bit of the quality in the second half. That, as I said, that 60-second period with the two goals was electric. And both teams responding. Since then, they've almost just been able to sit back a little bit more. I'm not sure. Throwing on the left-hand side for Grombeek to take. Grombeek. Just over 3 minutes of the first 45 to go. We haven't had too many stoppages of it. And then the stoppage to Capaldo. Took a bit of a blow to the back of the head. Apart from that, we've been very good so far with injuries and that kind of lark. Ball forward, nodded down into the feet of Manzambi. Goes back to his goalkeeper, switches it quickly to right hand side. Holler dropping a little bit deeper there, trying to get involved again. Bestay's had a good day on the right hand side, but Holler and Griffo have been quite non-existent. Now a chance here from Treyu on the left-hand side. Fizzes one into the box. It's headed away. Falls on the edge for Griffo. Opens up his body, sprays a nice pass to Bestay on the right-hand side. Know where he wants to go, though. He wants to be on that Baven left boot. Instead, he loses it. Freiburg lose possession, but he loses possession of the ball himself. Left-hand side trying to build up with those. Yeah. Left-hand side. Jatta defends really well. He pokes it away. We'll go for a long throw-in. Ginter and Ogbus making their way forward. Manzambi once again got a decent long throw-in on him. He's one of those players you're probably quite happy to sacrifice. He's not this big 6'3", 6'4" giant. Oh man, you're quite maybe happy to sacrifice him, if you will, for. Manzambi swings it in. Headed away though. Another might be a swift counter-attack on here for HSV. Stands driving forward. He's got a one-on-one. Beste getting back. It's great from Beste. Just nods it back to Ogbus. Ogbus slips whilst he clears it, but it finds a way of his teammate regardless. So Freiburg come once again with possession. They're just about shading it now. They've had more possession in the last 10-15 minutes or so. Ginter back to his keeper. Less than 90 seconds away to complete the first 45 minutes. If you're joining, warm welcome. English audio commentary on the penultimate Bundesliga day. HSV 1, Freiburg 1. Jatta goal in the 40th minute mark was quickly responded to and equalised by a Matanovic goal 2 minutes later, according to the official stats. Best it. There's no intensity, no tempo to this game so far. Again, both teams. I mean, Freiburg do have a lot to play for. Of course, they want to be in sharp and fighting form, don't they, for the Europa League. But you also need to get that Conference League play secure, because you put all your eggs in one basket. If you win your 2 games, it also means that you're home and hosed in that ball over the top. Too much on it. That'd be the referee blowing any. How much added time will we get? Back to Fernandez it goes. He's had probably more touches than one of the forwards on the field have. Amari. Back for his goalkeeper. 45 minutes has been played. And there will be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Fernandez goes long to the left-hand side to Stan. Drops for Fabio Vieira. Nice pass back out to Stanley on the left-hand side. Can he get the beating of his man? Finishes one into the back post. Shatter's there. Yes, it is. But it will just be ricocheted off his outstretched right boot. He can't really set himself. It's a great ball. If he's running onto that cross, it's a lovely cross because he was quite static and almost hits him. He can't sort his feet out, really. It's very unlucky for Jatta. He could have grabbed a brace. And a lead regained for his side, but no. Beste. Dispossessed. Out for a throw-in. And both sides quite clearly seem happy for the first half to end. I mean, 1-1 isn't the worst result, of course. And for HSV, you're kind of playing for pride, aren't you? Whereas Freiburg, as I said, are playing for European football again. Or maybe they're thinking, right, we like our chances against Rowan. Dealt well with by Ginter, pokes it away. Middle of the pitch, lovely ball out to Holler on the right hand side. And he needs some support. He's all on his own, 2v1. Again, Beste needs to be overlapping there, needs to be helping out his teammate, because that was a struggle that time. Switches the play from right to left. We're just up to it. 2 minutes of the free stoppage time. Oh, poor pass. Oh, Egerstein, nice touch. The long legs. Bailing him out of jail there almost. Ginter. Nice forward. Beste thinks it forward to Ginter. Back heel, ball into the box. Cleared away by Amari. Lovely play from the centre back there. Wasn't expecting that. Almost was back heel through the legs of Grombeck, and wins a corner for his side. Their experienced German defender will be from the near side. Will be an in-swinger from Beste. 30 seconds left of the stoppage time minute, so this might be the last chance of the first half. And Zambi comes short, uses him. Will he put a ball into the box? He does. It's a good delivery to the back sticks. Heads go up and it's cleared away in the end by Capaldo. Jata will get it. If they want to go for it, they've probably got one last long ball chance. Poor pass into the middle, man. Zambi is so close to cutting that one out. And they get away with one there. On the left-hand side with Koenigs Doffer. Looking at the referee, waiting for that half-time whistle. The half-time whistle will come to a tepid first 45 minutes, but an extraordinary 90 seconds in between it. HSV took the lead after great play on the left-hand side from Koenigs Doffer. His pass at the back post was found. The back of his Yatta was just a tap-in. Great play and IQ from the wing-back to find that space and just find that momentum. Tapped in the back of the net. Then from the resulting kick-off and the attack, a great play down the right-hand side themselves for Freiburg. Jan Nicholas Beste with a ball into the box. Took a slight deflection and Matanovic hit it sweetly on his right boot through the legs of Daniel Fernandez. And that was one apiece. That's as good as it got in the first half. Both teams, it's quite flat at the moment. And you can just feel it's that penultimate day of the season. No one really knowing how they're going to play. So it does set us up nicely for the second half. It has to open up if either team want 3 points. We'll have to see if either team commits to that. Second 45 coming up soon. Do join us for that. But at half time, it's HSV 1, Freiburg 1. And it is a warm welcome back to this afternoon's English audio commentary of all the action from the Volkspark Stadion as HSV host Freiburg in the penultimate German Bundesliga game before next week's final weekend. It's currently HSV 1, Freiburg 1. Great play down the left-hand side for the first goal from Ransford. Königsdorfer found that the back sticks was Bakary Yatta, the right wing back, unmarked. And I say unmarked because he got in behind his own marker. Paul from Freiburg instantly, within 90 seconds, if that, down the right-hand side with Jan-Niklas Beste. Lovely ball into the box, and Igor Mantanovic with a lovely finish to give them a quick-fire equaliser. Great response from Julius Schuster's side. Apart from that, it was quite a tepid first half. We are underway for the second half. One welcome if you are joining in the second half. HSV going from left to right in the usual white and blue jersey with a hint of navy, whereas Freiburg going from right to left in the all-black with a hint of silver. And here they come down the left-hand side. Griffo, who was very quiet in that first half, plays a ball into the box, looking for Beste. Just a little bit too much on it already. On that transition, looking to be a danger. Freiburg. No changes at half-time between the two, so it will be a goal kick coming up in just a few seconds for the hosts. Quickly though, it is Fernandez in goal for HSV. It's a back three of skipper Capaldo, Vuskovic and Omari. Yatta on the right and Grombach on the left as wing-backs, with Remberg and Lukonga as holders in midfield. As a forward three of Vieira, Stange and Königsdorfer. They played down the right-hand side. 1-2, Stange. Nice touch. He drives into the penalty area. Strike comes in off the side and netting. Great play from the forward there. Did it take a deflection of Ginter? I think it might actually. I think it might have been testing Atubolu in the Freiburg goal. It goes. It's the outstretched left leg of Ginter. Unorthodox defending to say the least, but it was top defending, it has to be said, from Ginter. So he forces an HSV corner. As I said, going left to right are Hamburger, HSV better known as, in this second half. So this is from the broadcast view, the near side, and it will be in swinger. It's a packed out 6-yard box as per usual. Ball comes in into the front post, headed up right into the air, not cleared away. Poked back in, right into the keeper's arms. I say that, he punches it away. Awkward one, made awkward by Noah Atubolu. He could have come on and caught that for me. He made itself very awkward. So quickly then, as it is cleared away, it is Atubolu, mentioned his name a lot, in the last few seconds in goal for Freiburg. Back four of the yellow-carded Kubler, Ogbush, Ginter and Treyu, with a midfield duo of Aman Zambi and Egerstein, with Niklas Beste, Holle and skipper Griffo supporting the goal scorer Matanovic for Julian Schuster's side. Referee for all the action in the second half is Felix Zweyer, the German official. Ball over the top, nodded on by Holle, looking for the run of Matanovic. Intercepted back to the goalkeeper. It goes, he's under pressure, he has to just clear his lines. Great pressing from Matanovic there. It was a terrible back pass from Vuskovic, to be quite honest, to the goalkeeper. Put him under pressure. His first touch didn't help him, to say the least. Then he just has to clear his lines. Out for a throw-in, and Freiburg do get the ball back. They've got it in the middle with Egerstein. Back to Ogbus. In that first half, just looking at a few stats and statistics in the game, it was about 50-50 possession. Maybe Freiburg just shaded it in the end, 51 or 52, if you will. 8 shots for HSV, 2 on target, 0.62 XG. A massive amount of that, though, coming from the goal. Jatta's was 0.37. Whereas Freiburg, 3 shots, only 1 on target. That was the goal. So we only have 3 shots on target in that first half. Has to be said, 5 of the 8 shots for Hamburger were blocked away. Coming forward now are the visitors. Left-hand side, Kubler goes for a strike. It forces a nice save out of Fernandez. That was swift play from Freiburg. Should they win their first set piece, and it'll be a corner in the second half. It's swung in. It's into a decent area, but no one in a black jersey is there. Took a touch off HSV man. Has to be kept in play. Heavy touch though. Kubler will swing it back into the box. Cleared well away that time by Capaldo. Better defending. And it's just lofted back into the box. Bit of head tennis now between the two sides. Yatta says no more of that. Puts his laces for it. Manzambi loses out there. Oh no, he doesn't. That's a great tackle. And a poor pass from the Lively in midfield. But he does ever so well. I thought they'd lost the ball. I thought that he'd brought his man down cynically as well. How it turned out to be instead. It was a beautiful tackle. He goes from behind. He completely wins the ball. And then a simple pass out to the right hand side. He, instead of hitting it with his right boot and hitting it with inside and just curling it, if you will, tried to hit it with the outside of his left boot, make it a bit more fancy, and it went out for a throw-in for HSV. And you can just feel the disappointment with the Freiburg midfielder. Throw-in comes in. It's a poor one, intercepted, but that's a heavy touch then by Beste and picked up on the left-hand side for Grombach. Takes it past his man. He's still driving as the wing-back, ball into the box. Can a strike come in? It does. Opens up and it goes wide. Königsdorfer, great play. Put his man on his backside with the shape of the shot. And if anything, he hits it too hard and too true. It's straight as an arrow. Great play on the left-hand side from Grombach. Then the HSV number 11, the Ransford, Königsdorfer. He puts his laces through it. That's one where you just want to curl it into the corner. Or if you're going to hit it as well as he did, you want to hit it nice and low so the keeper can't really get there. He puts it wide. The goal wasn't at his mercy, but the shot on target was at his mercy. He should have done better with it there, but that was a beautiful piece of play down the left from the host. Now Freiburg come forward. Ball over the top looking for the run of Mantanovic. It's into the arms of Fernandez. So a lively start to the second half. Much better start, I have to say, than the first. Hitting into gear a lot nicer at the moment. Bowls it out, looking for Vuskovic. Dropping deep in between the centre-backs is Lakonga. Omari back to the goalkeeper, Fernandez. We'll look to spray it long, looking for the run of Yatta on the right-hand side. Yatta doesn't even, he might have been offside because he doesn't even come to the ball to play it. Awkward pass back to Atubolo, who, very similar to what Fernandez was put under pressure a few minutes ago. It's not the greatest of passes, but his first touch is really poor at the same time. He could have just cleared it away first time. He didn't take a touch. It made the press a lot easier for his opponent. So Hamburg picked the ball back up, right-hand side. The goal scorer Yatta back to Vuskovic. He'll swing a nice ball into the box. It curls. He'll find a teammate. Yes, it can. Nod it on. Can Stan get there? Yes, he can. Is there an offside or a foul in the build-up? There will be something for the visitors. Lovely ball in from Vuskovic. And I think, if anything, the bounce of the ball offset the forward Fabio Vieira. I think it might be a foul. Apologies there for that. But that was a lovely ball into the box from Luka Vuskovic. Basically on the penalty spot, Freiburg will get a free kick for the goalkeeper to punt away, if you will. All the way to their right-hand side. Matanovic goes up with a header. Nodded on to Niklas Beste. Heavy touch though from him, and it's looped away by Amari. We'll play for a throw-in. As coming into this game, I spoke about some of the stats and statistics of the goals conceded, goals scored, but between the two, head-to-head, Freiburg have won the last 5. HSV, no clean sheet in 5, no clean sheet in 7 for Freiburg. We'll add one to those. Over 2.5 goals, 5 out of 5. Both teams to score, 5 out of 5. I'll keep ticking them over nearly. In terms of those overall team streaks, no clean sheet in 12 for HSV, no clean sheet in 7 for Freiburg. So I expected goals this afternoon. We've only got one apiece, but from the attacking play I could see more coming down the right hand side for Hamburg. Nice ball into the box, no one there though, and it's headed away by Ginter and then cleared even further away by Griffo. A little bit too deep there. There will be a stoppage in play. I want to say that that is Lucas Holler. No, apologies, it's Lucas Kubler, who stayed down in the HSV half from a previous attack. He'd been down a few minutes. It's not a head injury, but he wasn't moving well. He didn't get back up to his feet at all, so the referee, Felix Wyatt, has just paused play for a moment. So you're not missing anything if you're just tuning in. Seeing pictures of the HSV fans there in some fine form, as always. German fans are some of the best fans in the world in terms of supporting their team, and the atmospheres are absolutely incredible. I haven't seen pictures of the Freiburg fans since the first half, but they were out with their flags as well. Really setting a great tone and a great atmosphere. A cauldron for both these teams to play in. Down the left-hand side, back underway. Beste gets the best of Grombeck there. HSV will continue with their attack. Capaldo, ball into the box. It's flicked on, but flicked wide by Otto Stange. It's a nice idea from the skipper, and just the execution. If he gets a cleaner back heel on it, he's turning away, so the best thing to do is he would take a touch and or playing a teammate, but as he was almost moving with his back to goal, he made the run to obviously maybe find his right boot a little bit behind him. Realistically, if you've been really critical of the skipper Capaldo, if he just gets a bit more of his on his ankle there, probably just find the target there. Freiburg playing out, the winner free kick. It was a nice touch from Treyu, and he was brought down. Griffo wants to take it, just about halfway into the Freiburg half. They wanted to almost just keep the tempo up. That's when Freiburg looked dangerous. When they slow it down for me, they do lack ideas sometimes, but when you up the tempo, they do look incredible. Covered the first leg against Braga, and they played some fantastic stuff there. Of course, they will be bound for the final in just over 2 weeks' time in Istanbul. Wondered if they'd heavily rotate this afternoon. They've only made 2 changes and get to make any more so far. Ogbus is brought down there. Heavy press. So as soon as I speak about changes, looks like it's going to be a double coming up for Freiburg. And Zambi will be the first to leave the field. And it looks to be as well that Nicolas Beste will be coming on. Will be coming off, apologies, as well. Waiting for full confirmation of who is on and who is off. Looks to be, though, that Makengo will be coming on. Jordi Makengo. It looks like to boot with him, there'll also be Nicholas Hoffler who will be coming on. So just waiting for full confirmation from my broadcasters. Yes, Makengo is on. And I believe the second substitute is Hoffler. Yes, so Manzambi off, Hoffler on, Beste off, Makengo on to the field of play. As soon as I was saying about 11s, changes, resting players, 2 changes were made by Julian Ajusta. Looks like Makengo's gone to the left already. Might even become a back 5 because he can play at full back or as a winger, but that might be more of an offensive change, I have to say, possibly from the Freiburg boss, because he's more of a predominant left-sided player, and it looks like they might have gone to a 3 at the back. So we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out the longer we do go. Next to go to the bench as Merlin follows in. As we do approaching the hour mark here at the Volkspark Stadion. It is HSV 1, Freiburg 1. The ultimate game of the Bundesliga season. One apiece after goals, well, both goals coming inside 90 seconds, if you will. from Bakary Jata and Igor Matanovic. Apart from that, we haven't really had a top goal scoring chance. The best we've got in the second half was a lovely sequence down the left from Grombach and Königsdorfer. The Hamburger forwards just hit it too sweet, if you will. That's a bit of a cliche. Always hit that too well. We did. Too much power. Not enough control, if you will, on the ball. Wide of the target. Freiburg get to really get going in the second half. When we look at the second half specifically in terms of stats, we've had 2 shots for HSV off target. We had that Lucas Kubler shot for Freiburg. That's their only shot. That was on target, but that was from a good 32 yards away. HSV have the ball, knocking it around nicely. We go back to the goalkeeper, Fernandez. Amari. Back to his goalkeeper. So we've got just about half an hour plus any stoppage time to play here. Can we find a winner? Again for Freiburg, I feel it's a lot more important that they get 3 points this afternoon. Fernandez putting a high press on here are Freiburg. 1-2 back to the goalkeeper. You don't hear that too often, do you? He's trying to calmly play it from the back, though. Well played, though, in the end, actually, from HSV. Vuskovic comes away with it and he drives forward. At the moment, level on games with Frankfurt and Augsburg below them, apologies. And with this draw, they do get 2 points difference to Freiburg, so doing their job, if you will. Next week they do host RB Leipzig, who are pushing for second, possibly. No, they're not actually. They can't get second. Looking at the full table. Ball forward. Otto. Is he brought down there? Yes, he is. And that looks like it's a sore one for Vieira. Already getting involved. Hoffler. Ooh, just catches him on the right outer ankle. But there does Eggestein. It's not a poor one. He's going for the ball. Nothing malicious. As soon as he makes a tackle and he knows that he can't get his man, he puts his arm in there. So sorry about that. That was late from me. Could have been better. An opportunity here from a free kick. Quite central, quite narrow to the goal. It's inside the 2 goal posts, but about 25 yards out. The man who won the free kick, Fabio Vieira, as well as Luka Vuskovic. The 2 players over it. Yasser just getting a few words of encouragement from Emilian Polzin. Also, there's a pause in play. It's a good 5-man wall, maybe even 6-man wall here from Freiburg. Waiting for the referee's whistle and everything to be set up here. Free kick opportunity. Vuskovic with the long run up with the right-footed effort possibly, or Vieira, the man who's been on set-piece duty throughout, with the more cultured left-foot effort. Vuskovic goes for goal! And it finds the bottom corner. Great strike from the young centre-back. I thought it was Vieira who would step up. Vuskovic with the long run-up. Looked like it was almost a decoy for Vieira to step up. The wall didn't do its job. Reaching for it was Atubolu. And it comes off an outstretched fingertip, but into the bottom corner still. And Luka Vuskovic, what a season he's having. And he makes it 2-1 to HSV. What a strike from the defender, who will go down. Watching it back on a replay as a mistake from both the keeper and Eggestein. He hits it sweetly, but hits it straight onto the surface, if you will. And it's off the boot of Eggestein, who, as he's turning away, opens up his left foot. It hits the inside of his boot. That's then curling away from the keeper, who tries to get it. So it's a great goal. I won't take that away. But the on-loan Spurs man scoring his 6th goal of the season. Can't imagine too many have been from free kicks. So how the Freiburg respond? Well, HSV are going to make a couple of changes, at least one. I do believe. Vuskovic receiving a yellow card due to the celebrations of taking his jersey off. So just as things calm down, 65 minutes on the clock, it's HSV who lead a 2-1. Philippe is coming on. Waiting for full confirmation from the broadcasters who's going off. It does look like it's 2 changes for HSV. Ball forward. Well, Freiburg, I mean, they'd love a reply as quick as they got for the first goal that they conceded, but I think they're going to get that this afternoon. Looks like Freiburg are there already readying another substitution as well. So Otto will be going off for Felipe, and Balde is on instead of Jatta. So fresh legs in attacking areas, it has to be said. HSV coming forward once again. Ball over the top, dealt with by Ogbush, only as far as Philippe. Battling for it on the left-hand side, but Freiburg come away with it. Again, maybe Freiburg gone a bit too defensive early on in the second half with their substitutions possibly. We'll have to wait and see how it does play out. Fernandez on the ball inside his own penalty area, taking at their own pace now. Freiburg. Those 2 changes, as I say, they are in a decent attacking areas. That wing back and the forward area as well. Ball over the top. It will find Balde. He's going to drive into the penalty area. Can anyone get to him? No, they can't. He continues to go forward. Can he find the strike? Yes, he can. And the substitute with one of his first touches since coming on has made it HSV 3, Freiburg 1. 2 goals inside 2 minutes, and Freiburg are just capitulating at the moment. Ginter couldn't keep up with him. Lovely ball over the top. And it's a substitute, as I say, the youngster, only 20 years old, the academy graduate, grabbing only his first goal of the season. Just a lovely ball over the top. Ginter just can't keep up with him. And at the front post, the goalkeeper is beaten. We always say the goalkeeper should never be beaten at the front post. It's a lovely composed finish and comes off the upper left thigh of Atu Bolu. But what a response to going ahead. I've said about Freiburg responding. They did exactly that one at 1-0 down. Well, Hamburger, if anything, have gone, no, we're going to respond to us going up and grabbing a third as well. Fabio Balde with his first goal of the Bundesliga season. What a time to get it as well. That might just take the wind out of this. Wind out of Freiburg, wind out of the sails. Well, they might come back and fight, but them dropping all 3 points or just not picking up a point this weekend will be absolutely massive for Frankfurt and Augsburg behind them. Yes, Freiburg would still remain with it in their hands, but who knows, they've got to play Leipzig next week. That's a massive, massive game. And maybe they showed their hand a little bit too soon with the substitutes. Lionheart has come on. And for full confirmation of who he is on for. And they've also made a second substitution as well. The cameras, it's great showing me the players, but if you don't show me Kubler has gone off. That's the first confirmation. Leonhardt is on for him. The yellow carded player going off. Ogbus as well is off. And Scherhant will be on in place of him. We have a problem here though. Ginter has gone down. And the worry would be also not just this game at this moment. It'll be more of the worry for me if I was a Freiburg fan or if I was Julian Schuster. It'll be that Europa League final in a few weeks. Will he be ready for that? Would be my question more than anything. how serious is that injury? I know they've just made a few changes, but if it's more of a serious injury, that's where the bigger worries, you'd have to say, would come into play. He is at least up on his own power. But they are going to make a change swiftly as well. So they will have played all 5 of their substitutes, and nothing more they can do about it. On comes number 5, Young. So Ginter, that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on as well, as I say, going into the Europa League final. I imagine they're quite happy to rest him on the last day of the season in preparation, you'd have to say, of it. It will be Anthony Jung, number 5, on for him. So all of the changes have been made by Freiburg. With 2 changes earlier with Manzambi and Beste coming off for Makengo and Hoffler. They made a double change a couple of minutes ago with Scherfont and Leonhardt coming on for Kubler and Ogbo. So now a change that's been made due to an injury to Matthias Ginter. He's off, and Anthony Jung is on in his place. HSV on the ball in the middle. So a bit of a pause in play. Probably doesn't help Freiburg. There's over 70 minutes played at the Volkspark Stadion. English audio commentary of all the action from this penultimate weekend in the Bundesliga. Last home game for HSV. Of course, they lead 3-1 at home to Freiburg. And Europa League final bound of Freiburg in a bit of trouble here. They are coming forward at HSV. Freiburg just have not responded since they conceded that second. Baldi on the right. He's been full of energy. The man who made it 3-1. Ball forward to Philippe. To Vuskovic, ball over the top. It's a nice idea, well defended in the end by Jung. Fabio Vieira, who's been a bit more lively in this second half there, finding a little bit of space. The pass just couldn't find him, unfortunately. And Freiburg will have the goal kick. As I say, looking at the table, Freiburg sits 7th, 33 played, same as Frankfurt and Augsburg. 44 points for Freiburg, 43 for Frankfurt and Augsburg together. So as long as Freiburg do the business, look, they will find themselves at minimum in a Conference League spot, and who knows from the Europa League. But I'm sure Julian Schuster will want to win the Europa League. Look, the Champions League's a massive bonus, but it's their first European final. They'll want to do the fans justice as well. You get that Conference League spot wrapped up, there's less on there, isn't there? So get that European football for next season and try to move on. And if they do get 7th place and then win the Europa League, well, they'll just drop down a place. So I don't think Frankfurt or Augsburg would be too upset with that ball over the top, looking for Matanovic. Too much on it and intercepted well by Amari. He'll clear his lines, looking for the run over Grombeck. He just clipped there. Referee says no, and Jung will come away with the ball. Right hand side with Treyu. Kengo is on the left now, of course. Scherfant. 1-2 again. It's very slow from Freiburg. They haven't really been at the A game. Of course, they only played Thursday evening, so I don't want to be too critical of them. It was a massive game for them as well. But they just haven't really hit the heights of what I was expecting this afternoon. Ball back to Fernandez, who picks it up. It was headed down into his feet and picked up. Balde, he's been fantastic since coming on. As a 20-year-old playing at wing back, as I said, so much energy he's brought to this Hamburger side, HSV. Vuskovic swings one from right to left for Amari. It's a nice pass. Amari will bring it out of defence. Intercepted well there by Leonhardt. gun. Grippo, again, the skipper's been really quiet. He's usually the main man for Frankfurt. Intercepted though again, they've just been off the boil this afternoon. Just one player that the squad has, really, unfortunately. Back to Fernandez, who's stood on the ball and teasing that press, wanting Freiburg to press them. Vuskovic back to Fernandez, who will boot it long, looking for the right hand side, looking for Balde. Thomas Capaldo's gone to the right wing back position, giving Balde a bit more freedom on the right hand side. Fernandez back to the left hand side to Amari, into the feet of Königsdorfer. Moscow back to Amari. Good press on from Freiburg. Still 2-0 down. They haven't thrown the towel in just yet. Header to Makengo. We're back to the goalkeeper. Now Freiburg have the chance to maybe build up from the back and tease HSV into a press. To Eggestein, he's tripped up there. Right hand side, Breyu. HSV now, they've got that two goal buffer, a 3-1 lead. They're quite happy just to sit back a little bit when they're on the ball. They'll play some good stuff, but defensively, they're more than happy to have the ball. Lovely tackle there from Gromberg. He wins the ball for HSV. The force to go back to Fernandez in goal, who's put under pressure there by Matanovic, not for the first time. It's a great pressing forward. Capaldo back into the middle. Vieira, nice first time pass, and they swiftly move it from right to left. Vieira's been left in a heap, but Omari has a chance to drive forward with the ball on the left hand side. Lukongo now into the feet of Grombach. He goes more centrally to calm it down into Remberg. Vieira looks like he still might be down. A few of the HSV players are asking for it to be put out of play. Vieira is back to his feet, apologies, so there's no need for them to put it out of play. They go from all the way from right to left and possible attacking position, and just maybe doing the smart thing, just playing it back, keeping possession, keeping Freiburg off the ball. The Congo driving forward. He might like to unleash a strike. Nice ball to the edge of the area. First time pass to the left hand side. Can HSV grab a fourth? Quick play with your feet. There, goalkeeper comes out. Strong alert keeping to come out and grab the ball. Rombeck, some quick feet. He's been great down the left hand side as a wing back this afternoon. Just couldn't find it past his man, and then he took a touch, and Noah Atu Bolu came out and almost just went, nope, this is mine, no one's getting in the way of it. And Freiburg are back on the ball because of that poor pass out to Makengo. Tackle from Balde, but just puts it out for a throw-in, but it was always going to be a poor pass for the Freiburg substitute. Looks like HSV are preparing another substitute as well. They've only made 2 out of their 5 and only a block as well, so they've got 3 changes and 2 blocks to make to them. But Yusuf Poulsen will be coming onto the field in a moment, former Leipziger forward. Throwing on the left for Grombeck to take. Goes long to the left hand side to Ryan Philippe. Does he come away with a throw in? Yes, he does. Also down the left hand side, Grombeck and Königsdorfer have been excellent, pairing up and doubling up on that left and making it a long afternoon. Oh, that Freiburg defence. Remberg, this one into the feet of Balde on the right side. It ends up as a nice ball. They take it down the byline, 1-on-1 with Makengo. Ball into the box, defended well and off of Makengo and out for a corner. Freiburg are going to make this The defender's corner well. Substitute is coming. Congo will be coming off for HSV, and Poulsen will be coming on for him. So you can imagine it's not an attacking change, but it's a midfielder off and an attacking player on, a forward player on. Goes and gives a high five to Lukonga. If anything, Lukonga and Renberg have done exactly what you want your defensive midfielders to do. I haven't mentioned them a lot apart from when they've been on the ball, but in a defensive point of view, they've been that good. I haven't had to mention them, and that's what you want sometimes. Just a solid 7 out of 10 from the former Arsenal man. In-swinger coming up from Vieira. Instead he goes short because no one is covering the man. 1-2. Vieira goes for a swinging effort. It's punched right up in the air by the goalkeeper. Will it fall for Poulsen? No, it won't. Strong alert goalkeeping from Atu Bolo. Quite clearly doesn't like catching the ball. It's the second time now he's gone for a punch when he could have easily gone for a catch. Lovely play from Griffo to drop his man, and now Freiburg are on the counter-attack. Just over 80 minutes played. Could they grab a second and get back in this game? Treyu, ball into the back, sticks, header just wide. Might even be a foul on Capaldo there as well. At the back post, Sheahant was the man going for the header. I believe the referee has swayed with the free kick going the way of HSV. Lovely ball in as well to the back sticks. I think it's a push on Vieira just before that perhaps by Sheahant. I mean, if it is, it's quite poor because Vieira goes down very softly, but I could see why you would give the foul against Sheahant for possibly jumping into the back of Capaldo and almost taking a piggyback off of him. So free kick for HSV inside their own 6-yard box, if you will. Left-hand side, Grombeck. Back to Amari. Less than 10 minutes to go. 82 minutes we're about to take over into HSV 3, Freiburg 1 English audio commentary of all the action from the Volk Park Stadion. A warm welcome if you're listening to the last few moments. It's been a great watch so far. And if anything, the 4 goals we've had have come very quickly, one after another. Philippe picks up the ball, plays it forward. Nice touch there, but a better interception. Getting back there was Treyu. Freiburg will come away with the ball. Makengo goes forward to Griffo. 1-2. He'll come away with the ball down the left-hand side. Griffo, great tackle there from the skipper Capaldo, putting in a captain's performance, getting a round of applause from the fans. As I said, both sets of fans have been brilliant this afternoon, but those Freiburg fans, the flags haven't stopped. Same for the Freiburg fans. I don't know how the arms aren't getting tired from waving them side to side, but they've been excellent in trying to support their side, keep them going to push on for victory. Ball back to Fernandez, who waits for Matanovic to come over and then pitch up the ball. Just wasting any more time that he can. One in the middle by Griffo, down the left-hand side, looks to take on a few players. It's well defended though once again. Capaldo, he's not on the score sheet and won't go down as a clean sheet either as a defender, but the skipper's been excellent for me this afternoon. Back to Jung. For Freiburg, got to save 3 out of their back 4. Isn't on the field anymore, one due to injury. Ogbus and Kubler. Kubler might have been an injury, I will have to say, but Ogbus was just a straight swap for Leonhardt. He's on the ball now. Need to come forward. Makengo, it's a poor pass into him and a heavy touch. Ball played forward into the feet of Matanovic. Nice touch there by Holler in the middle. Great tackle though from Fabio Vieira. Stayed down as a Freiburg man. Coming forward to HSV. Poulsen trying to keep it alive. With a heavy touch there. But his pass is well overhit. Holler's down. I think he's holding his fingers, so I don't know if when a player's ran past him, they've just caught him on the hand. Vieira, it's a great touch to win the ball. And I think, yes, when he's... Holler doesn't go down, I think he just gets a clip of the studs, and I can imagine that being quite a sore one for Lucas Holler, the Freiburg number 9. They are running out of time. The Europa League finalists find even an equaliser, it has to be said, 2 goals down. It's 3-1 to HSV. I said earlier about the 4 goals coming inside, very quick between each of the responses, if you will. HSV took the lead, then Freiburg responded inside 90 seconds. Freiburg picking up ball forward, in behind here, can they create a chance? What a tackle that is. Fantastic play there from Omari to get back. Chair hand wasn't in, but he got down the right hand side. He's got to get that. He takes a heavy touch there, makes it a little bit easier for the defender. But that's got to be spot on there, and that is a wonderful tackle from Omari, because if not, it's going to be a penalty for Freiburg. They still have a corner and an opportunity to have a set piece and cause some chaos in the box. The referee's not happy with a little bit of pushing and shoving that's currently going on. It'll be an outswinger from Vincenzo Griffo. Yellow card is out, and I'm not quite sure for who. I believe it's for Capaldo and Holler. They're the 2 players that my broadcast pictures are aiming at. I'll wait for full confirmation of both these yellow cards, but a player for HSV and a player for Freiburg has been given a yellow card. Griffo floats one into the penalty area, header in the back of the net, and Freiburg have got a late goal back into this, possibly. A lovely delivery from Griffo, and it's a beautiful header from Igor Matanovic. What a brace he's got this afternoon, and has he given his side a bit of a lifeline? Those Freiburg fans are celebrating out the fact they're just having a nice day out, but it's a great header, great leap, right in the bottom corner. Nothing that Fernandez in the HSV goal can do about it. Curling in, it's in the side netting. It's a beautiful header. The ball's great. All he has to do is make sure, because of how much pace and power's on the cross, I'm trying to guide it in the bottom corner. He does more than that. It's a fantastic header from the Freiburg forward. Now we've got an interesting end of this game, it has to be said. It's his 10th goal in the Bundesliga season, and for the Croatian forward it's his 13th in all comps. What a season he's having. So full confirmation, Holler with the yellow card as well from the corner before it was swung in, and Capaldo as well. The HSV skipper's been given a yellow card as well. But now, how interesting these final few minutes could be. Just over 2 minutes of the 90 minutes left to go. I imagine Freiburg might just go, you know what? We were losing by 2 goals. We're now backing it by 1. Let's maybe just throw everything we have at this. And if we concede, we concede. But if not, we've got a big opportunity maybe to come away with a massive draw, and that mentality might take them through to the rest of these few games of the season. They have the ball just inside the HSV half. Right hand side, Leonhardt. Ball swung into the box. It's headed away and poked away even further. But this is what they'll be careful of, this counter-attack. That's a poor pass from Philippe looking for the repulsion. He's never the paciest forward, was he? From a Leipzig man. And when you were asking him to do that with a poor pass anyway, he just instantly was like, yep, not going to get there, so there's no point making that a run. Eggestein. Back to Leonhardt. This is one into the feet of Sheerhans. Treyu. Everyone is in the HSV half, as you would expect. And it's HSV 3, Freiburg 2. Ball over the top, nodded down. Nearly falls for Matanovic. Edge of the area. Holler out to the right-hand side. Can they find a ball into the box? It's dinked in, but well blocked away at the back there by Vuskovic. He's on a yellow card as well, so he's got to be a little bit careful in these latter stages. Into the final minutes of the 90. And all it goes all, and from a really good press from HSV, the pass all the way back to Atubolo. I do see all the way back. He's halfway into his own half. So he's not on his goal line or anything like that, but they do have to go all the way back, if you will. Treyu on the right hand side. Nice pass into Hoffler. He finds Griffo, who's driving forwards. He's taken down there Yes, he is, by Vuskovic, if I am correct. And it's not a yellow card, but he's got to be careful. I will say the likes of Shearhant as well. He's come on and made a massive difference, it has to be said. Both managers looking a little bit worried coming into the end of this game. I imagine there's a lot of tension around the stadium with the fans now that Freiburg have got one back into it. I'm sure Igor Matanovic, the Croatian forward, would love to go and grab another and grab a hat-trick. Ball is swung into the back sticks and there's just too much on it. Out of play for a HSV goal kick. 5 minutes of stoppage time. So we are at the latter stages of this game. 3 big points with 3 big goals to go along at the moment for HSV. Freiburg, a point will do them the world of good ahead of next weekend's final game of the Bundesliga season. Ball forward. Philippe, it's not going to get there. Lionheart will. He nods it back to his goalkeeper, who bowls it out to the feet of Eggestein. He's been closed down, heavy touch, but he gets away with that there. It's just for thrown a few bodies to press high. Now Treyu has space to run. Eggestein poor passing to him. Of all the players, Remberg getting in there, winning the ball, plays it forward. Philippe's there, inside the penalty area. Can he grab a fourth? Great save by the keeper, still in the penalty area. Vieira's there, they want a handball and a penalty. I believe it's gone the way of Freiburg for a foul on Vieira as he was going to kick the ball. He's kicked Treyu. What a pass though into Philippe. That would have finished the game off if it hasn't already. Great save though from the Freiburg number 1. And he does catch him. He catches him in the ribs. Does Fabio Vieira on Treyu. He's going for the ball. It's nothing malicious. But it is a foul at the end of the day. Good decision by the referee. So just as soon as Freiburg are to come forward, well, they were too many players forward. Over the piece of play from Remberg to win the ball, then play the pass on the money for Philippe. Long ball forward, Matanovic can't bring it down. They win the second ball, it's floated out to the right hand side. Shearhant keeps it in play, and he keeps the pressure on as well. Turns and takes on his man. He does well to get away from one, but he's got 2 up against him and he needs some support. Treyu's trying to get there. He can't, at least in time. And now Freiburg might have to fend through. Ball over the top looking for Philippe. Too much on it. And the goalkeeper comes out and easily claims it. Freiburg, do they have one more big chance in them at the end of this game? Would they grab a late equaliser and create some drama on the Volk Park Stadion? Ball over the top looking for Makongo. His header just goes straight up in the air, but it's booted away by Balde, out of touch. We've just watched it 3 minutes over 5 of stoppage time. Looks like this might even be a long throw coming up here from Freiburg. We're not at last chance saloon just yet, but we're closing in on it. Has to be said. It's a long throw that comes in, nodded away at the back by Vuskovic, then cleared away by Fabio Vieira. The chase is on, the goalkeeper's going to get it. Balde, they have a pacey. Balde put the afterburners on there trying to catch the ball. HSV do come away with it. Vuskovic clears it long to the right hand side to Balde. Headed away by Leonhardt. Unsuccessful in the middle by Vieira. Nods it into the feet of Königsdorfer, who loses it with a poor pass. It's so frantic in the middle. Looks like Hamburg are going to make 2 changes. Don't know if they're going to have chances. We've got just over a minute of stoppage time left to go. Poor pass to Leonhardt, put him under pressure. In fact, the goalkeeper is forced to go. Punts it long. Only down by Masanovic, but then Remberg goes, get this out of my half, and puts it long, taking no chances at all. We have played 4 out of the 5 minutes of stoppage time. This would be a big win, it has to be said, for HSV. They haven't beaten Freiburg since April 2018. Remberg wins the ball and he's driving forward. He's nearly brought down, but he continues to drive out to the right-hand side. Can they get a fourth? Curling effort off the post. Remberg's there. He puts it in the back of the net, but is he offside? I do believe he is. He hits it sweetly on the half volley. But I think the midfielder who's done so well, he is. It's a lovely strike off the side of the post. A great curling effort from Vieira. They are going to make two changes. HSV, one of them will be Vuskovic coming off, and well, we're right at the death of this game. If anything, this is just going to probably add an extra 30-40 seconds because it has to with the substitutes. Vuskovic is getting a round of applause. I can imagine he's being brought off because obviously he is on loan from Spurs, and obviously depending on their situation in the English Premier League, who knows, he might be back. He might be starting for Spurs next season. He's a real potential star, and I think almost just getting his round of applause from this HSV fans of thank you for the season. Next week they're away, of course, so his last home game coming on for him will be Nanjou. I'm not quite sure who the second player is, waiting for full confirmation of that. High fives, hugs as he leaves the field of play. Looks as well, there'll be Fabio Vieira, another lone player, who will get a round of applause on his final game at Lemke is on for him. We've probably got maybe one more attack here. Well, Freiburg with the offside from Remberg strike. They've got a free kick in their own penalty area. This must be last chance saloon for the Freiburg. They've done ever so well to fight back in this game, but all eyes are on Felix Weyer when the full-time whistle will be played. We've hit 6.5 minutes of stoppage time, of course, a lot of that being taken up by the double substitution just made by HSV. They've won a throw in here at Freiburg on the right-hand side. Leonhardt will come over to take. This is the last chance. Can Freiburg grab a dramatic late equaliser? Long throw-in comes in. It's nodded on. It's in the penalty area. Will it fall? No, it won't. Balde chases it away, and it would be a Freiburg throw-in, but he boots it long away. Ochibalo comes out all the way to the halfway line to try and get a foot on it. He boots it away. They'll go out for a Freiburg. The goalkeeper to goalkeeper go out for a goal kick, but they won't have time to take it. What a win for HSV. Hamburger SV, they took the lead early on. Great strike at the back post from Yasser. They were able to see the game out. Quick fire response after a lovely goal on the volley from Matanovic to make it one apiece. And just after the hour mark, they did grab their second for a free kick from Vuskovic. Did take a few deflections. The on-loan defender won't care about that. And then they made a substitute swiftly after the goal was scored, put them 2-1 up, and Balde came on, and the young German scored with one of his first few touches of the ball. Too powerful, too pacey. Perhaps beating his front post, Atubolo, too easily. Should have done better. A 3-1 lead. They had a late goal just before the 90th minute, though, from Matanovic. A lovely cushion header after a fantastic corner from Vincenzo Griffo. Made it 3-2. It made it interesting for the final 10 minutes of the game. But unfortunately, the Europa League finalists will still be on a great high after Thursday's win and bound for Istanbul. But it'll be this Sunday afternoon where the HSV fans will be celebrating their first win against Freiburg in just about over 8 years. Does mean as well that conference place for Augsburg and Frankfurt, still they might have a chance. Man of the match is Luka Vuskovic. He deserves it. He had a great game, and it was a 5-star thriller at the Volk Park Stadion. Full time from the Volk Park Stadion. Let's finish HSV 3, SC Freiburg 2. Thanks for joining. Enjoy your afternoon.